The Lex
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggy bank, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious? I seen liars that testified on their oath, I hear. Rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers. Ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat. I put pressure on their pencils. They look.
We get started with the episode today. I just want to talk to you real quick about my friend Patrick Spicer over at Hybrid Human Performances. Hybrid Human Performances is a state-of-the-art training facility located in Lincoln, Nebraska, with reputable coaches that can take you to the next level. Each training session is designed to and for the athlete to be successful in their sport. Notable Hybrid Human Performance alumni include cornerback for the Chicago Bears, Lamar Jackson, Seahawks safety, Deontay Williams, Nebraska Cornhuskers quarterback, Casey Thompson, and Lincoln native, Noah Walters, quarterback for the North Alabama Lions. If you want to take your game to the next level, contact Patrick with Hybrid Human Performance at 307-321-8365 or shoot him an email at Patrick, Patrick, at hybrid-hp.com. Enjoy the episode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Oscar Galindo. I'm back with another episode of The Official Visit. This time I'm here with Bellevue West running back, Gio Contreras. Gio, how's it going, man?
It's going good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. How's you said you told me you just got back from Mexico, man?
Yeah, man, it's crazy over there. It's definitely different.
Yeah. Where were you at?
I was in Cancun, so I was like,
nice, man.
like Las Moras, like a little island down there.
Yeah. Enjoying the nice weather, huh?
Yeah, it was great down there.
Yeah, compared to what we got going on right now.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a bummer. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna start off here with just a couple of just opening questions, just kind of get you express yourself, I guess, a little bit. Then we'll kind of talk about the season and recruiting and all that kind of stuff. So, first question is, who is your favorite player at your position? This could be NFL or college, it don't matter.
I'd say like probably Zeke.
Okay.
Zeke's definitely he's just like he's a beast, man. It's just like everything he does, it's just quick. And then even like when he fell off, he's back right now. He came back, so I mean, he's definitely just I kind of just look at him as a role model. And he went to Ohio State, so I'm a big fan of Ohio State. So it's always just been Zeke with me.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's good seeing him come back a little bit. Those Cowboys, bro, they're looking dangerous this year.
Yeah.
So then, do you have any pregame rituals, or like maybe you got a pregame snack or something like that kind of gets you going before the game?
I usually I get Chipotle, even though it sounds crazy. Okay. I'll get Chipotle. Yeah. And the one time I didn't get Chipotle, I got Cane's, and that was the East game. So that was the one time, and I was so after it was always Chipotle, and then I always wore turf tape. And then when I didn't have a turf tape, it'd be a bad game for me. So it was just turf Chipotle was
that's rough, dude. We'll talk about a little bit more about that here later on. But man, because you guys got Chipotle just right across the street.
Yeah, down the street. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So then in pregame, or maybe when you're warming up, when you're doing all that, is there any artist or maybe a song or something that you like to go to kind of get your mind right, get you going, get you pumped up for the game?
I mean, pregame, we're pretty much like in the locker room. We got like a big speaker. So I mean, but we try to play stuff like everybody knows. But
Yeah.
there's always those few songs like I listen to like Lang Gang Wells. He's an Omaha rapper.
Okay.
Or like I'll play T Grizzly. Something like just like that's like super like upbeat and like okay like I'm ready to go to war.
Yeah.
Like something like that. But like on the field like they play the music out there, so it's like all over the place. So you just gotta get hyped.
Just gotta make yourself hyped, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So then, kind of just because I'm a bit of I like to eat, and I'm kind of relatively new to the area. Is there a place, a low key place, not like a fast food chain or a chain sit down restaurant, a good place to eat? It could be in Bellevue or just in Omaha in general.
Man, I don't. Nebraska is bad like with food, but I mean, my family usually will eat at like the Good Life. Like when family's in town, the Good
Okay.
Life is good. It's like just a solid like bar and grill, or we'll go to Los Tapatios. It's like literally like down. It's like deep, like in the middle of Bellevue, so like Twin Creek
Mhm.
area. That's probably like the best Mexican like you're gonna find in Nebraska. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'll eat there or we eat at the Good Life, either one of those two.
Yeah. All right. I will say, I haven't ate there, so I don't know how good they are, but I will contend the best Mexican food in Nebraska because that's in Lexington, bro. If you're ever heading out west and you
Uh,
stop somewhere, hit up Lexington, bro. Pick any spot there. You're gonna get some bomb Mexican food, man. I promise.
might try that. Then I might have to try that.
Yeah, if you're ever heading out west, man. All right. So yeah, so that was kind of just to just kind of get warmed up a little bit. We'll kind of shift over here to your season. You guys had a pretty successful season. You guys finished the regular season. Was it 7-3?
7-3. I think 7-4. I think yeah, seven. Either one of those two.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you guys had a relatively good season. Fortunately, um, it didn't end in, that final goal of reaching the state championship. But when you look back at it, you guys had, a good season overall. Is there anything that you like look back on and reflect, kind of walk us through that season as it's progressing? Because you guys, you started off 3-0, kind of had a little bit of a skid there, and then, at that point, I think is when you got injured. Um, yeah, do you want to talk to us about about the season, how that transpired?
I'd say at like the start, so I'd say like preseason, I definitely like wish I was like a better leader in like that aspect. I wish like I did more things to like get my team like straight, not doing like a bunch of like dumb stuff to get them in trouble.
Hmm.
I would do a lot of that, and I mean, other than that, I think like our coaches put me in like the best spot to like try to like build my way up to being a better leader, and like them like me not starting the first game against Prep, like that was definitely like a sign of like you need to like start like just building like your character.
Hmm.
So after that, it was pretty much like I was just trying to be the best leader I could be, and I just continued to go on until I got hurt. And then after that, I just try to be there for them and just try to like just keep on fighting, because I mean, we was all dropping like flies with injury, so it was like
Yeah.
just like big key like a key point of like why we lost. And if that was like in a different like circumstance, I think we would have made it farther than what we did.
Yeah. So then, like I said, you guys were, you yourself had a pretty good season. I think up until where you got injured, you were averaging at about like 100 yards a game, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's just rushing. You got your receiving stats in there too. Kind of talk to us a little bit about what like your preparation was for that. Um, leading up to the season.
Um, Pretty much it was just like grinding. Like I was doing Nebraska Elite,
Hmm.
and then I was just like my point. I was trying to ball out, trying to play receiver, trying to play running back. So I was just trying to get all that like combined together, so I could be an all-out athlete on like the football like, tackle field.
Yeah.
So just me working out a lot, like just doing everything I could to like get ready for season, and then it was just mentally preparing for like everything that I'm gonna see out there. Everything that's gonna pretty much like be in my way, like be adversity. So I
Hmm.
was just trying to get everything out and pretty much just like do everything I could for the team.
Yeah. So, like you mentioned, you did everything you could to like, power through that adversity. And ultimately you had the injury that ended your season. But before then, you guys were, like I mentioned, you guys were 3-0. Then you guys started hitting a little bit of a skid there. You know, what were you doing, or like what were you yourself and like some of the seniors doing to like get you guys like uplift your guys and make sure they were they're in the right mindset, and they're ready to go on Friday nights.
I think after we lost to West Side, it was kind of like we knew that we like shot ourselves in the foot, and it was like we were in the lead, and it could have went way different like either way. And after that, it was kind of just like a point where we knew we needed to change some things. We knew we needed to work harder in the second half, and then from there, it was kind of just like it was like a rough patch. It was like a super like long rough patch, and then we lost to Kearney. It was like we just felt that like that vibration, like that feeling that we didn't want to keep losing because we're not used to like losing.
Yeah.
So we just felt that, and then the next few games we went out like more competitive, more hard. And even though like they were easy games, it was just like we were mad to a point. And then when we got to Gretna, I think that was probably like when we really like reached our point. We just couldn't finish.
Yeah. And kind of speaking a little bit more on that Gretna game, you guys had a lead in the fourth quarter. What do you feel was like the shifting point there? What because I felt like you guys had it in the bag, and then whatever may be, obviously the quarterback, on the other side is, he's different, but you guys have a great squad too. What do you think it was there that kind of led to that?
I don't know, but yeah, Zane's raw. So I mean, he pretty much balled out, and I don't know what we could have did more. I think it was just like little errors on both sides of like the ball, and I can't really put blame on one side more than the other
Yeah.
because it was kind of equaled out, and he just made plays to like his guys, and our defense couldn't stop it, and then the offense just we weren't rolling as much as we were. We just lost that energy because we thought we were gonna win, so it was just like we just lost that fight, that mojo, and they gained back, and pretty much from there it was kind of just an equal L on both sides of the field for us.
Yeah. Just, that momentum, dude. It's a real thing, dude. People, it's crazy what, some small things can do, and, they start to add up towards the end. But, and then the following week after that, I believe that's Bell East when you suffered your injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to, talk a little bit about, your injury and, what you've been doing, your rehab, all that kind of stuff?
Well, after I got hurt, it was pretty much we didn't know like what it was. It was kind of like they were like, okay, maybe it's just like a high sprain. So that's hoping for it to be like just a high sprain. I got like a whole week off because we had a bye week the next week. So I was hoping for just like a high sprain, and when they told me it was broken, like I kind of like just accepted it because we already 6 games in. So at that point, it was like, okay, I think my team can finish without me, and I'm gonna be there to support them. But I mean, right now, I can walk now. So it's kind of like just putting like 50-70% like on my foot, and then just like trying to walk, and I start PT, like next week I think, and it's just from there I'm just gonna grind from there and just work on my upper body and get ready for college.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So then, after, went down for injury, obviously it's hard to replace, starting running back and, someone like yourself. But, CJ, man, he stepped up nice there, in your absence. Were you maybe in his ear a little bit, during practice, during games, like, hey, man, here, giving him tips, were you doing that for the younger running backs?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah, as much as I could. I mean, I knew CJ was raw like when practice started, like the first practice started, I knew he was gonna be like he's not bad, like he can play, like put me at receiver, he can play a little bit of running back while I'm playing like both receiver and running back. So I knew he was definitely different, and I knew I wouldn't have to worry about anything. But yeah, I mean, I was in his ear on the sideline, just making sure like he was good and like not like stressing about like the small things that we can't control. So with all that and like me being there, and then our coach Hewards, the running back coach, he was like, it was just like all set. It was all set for him. It was all set like just to make sure he was balling out there. And I mean, I think he did his thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, he ended up with a pretty solid season. I think he's what, sophomore or junior?
Junior.
Junior. Okay. Yeah, he ended up with a pretty, solid season with the time he played there. Another thing I kind of want to talk about was, you guys just have, when you guys were firing all cylinders, you guys' offense was, one of the tops in the state. Talk to me a little bit about, what it's like playing with all those guys. You guys got Davon, Isaiah, Daniel, all those guys. Well, what's it like playing in that offense and playing for Bellevue West?
I mean, it's like it's also different. Like throughout the years, like with Micah being there and then Caden being there and then Keegan, it was just like it's crazy because they're all different. They're all way different, like in their ways.
Mhm.
So it's been like a dream to play with like top D1 athletes and then seeing them go off and shine in college. It's crazy. And I mean, Davon and Danny are like a dynamic duo when it comes to certain things. And Isaiah, bringing Isaiah over like that just like changed the whole thing. And it just made it like our offense was just unstoppable at times.
Yeah.
And it's crazy playing with athletes that are at the same level as you are, and you're comfortable with giving them the ball and not just like, okay, I need the ball because I got nobody else. It's always good to have somebody that you can rely on to help you out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's yeah, you guys have you played with some pretty great athletes, yourself, included, even some of the lesser known guys, like Donovan, all those kinds of guys, they're elite level guys. So, is there any play like from your time at Bellevue West that kind of sticks out, like any play or like a game in specific, or like that moment that you're like, oh man, this is crazy.
I think I got two. I think my first one has got to be the O North game. Definitely the O North game. That was probably they're probably the hardest hitting team I've ever played against. Like they were just like they just flew to the ball and like they were hitting. And then I guess after Cuff just gave me a talk and he just said like I'm just not like the way I play running back is not like I'm a beat you with my speed. It's good. I'm gonna do all these things to get there. So
Hmm.
after he gave me a talk, he said you need to just be to play like yourself. You need to be you. And after that, I just like my mind changed and then I started balling out and just luckily we got the win. So I think that was definitely the first one, and then I think the second one was the Gretna game when they threw that long pass to me, and I was just saying I was
Oh,
telling coach I was like, okay, like run this play like they're not guarding on this side or like he's on the opposite side like there's no way he's gonna give me. So we ran it and it worked out. So that was
yeah.
probably that was exciting. It was just like the momentum just like changed and that was probably like the biggest play of my life.
Yeah, man, you had a huge game that day, man. That was yeah, yeah. I can't remember what your stat line was. Wasn't it like 100 on the ground?
I had 110 on the ground and I had like 95 on
Yeah,
receiving.
yeah. Jeez, we almost cracked 100 of both. Sweet. So then, kind of like how you said, coaches were kind of, shifting gears here a little bit. You mentioned you were told, your running back style is it's kind of unique, and when you watch your tape, you could tell, you got speed, but you also got a lot of twitch, and you got like a nice bag of moves, to make sure you um get where you need to go, move those sticks. Do you mind explaining like what your playing style is? How would you describe your playing style?
Man, that's a hard question. Like I've tried to like decipher that like my whole life, and it's always been like weird, and especially like so like in 7-on-7, like they'd have me like I would run deep routes, I would run like the
Mhm.
short like across the field routes, and I was either always open and I'm always gonna catch it. So like growing up, like they didn't know where to put me at, so I was like, just let me play running back, and then you can throw me the ball.
Yeah.
So I've always just like I just kind of like just set out. I just been like a all around player. I don't know how to describe like my moves. I don't know how to describe like how it's like all over the place. It's
Yeah.
just I'm grateful that I can do those things and be elusive.
Yeah, man, definitely. So then what would you say is the thing, like if you had to pick one trait of yours that makes you stand out above, like the pool, I guess, of players, what would you say that is?
Uh, I'd say like sophomore junior was definitely like my spin move. Like that was like my move because I was a little smaller and it was just like it always worked on like
Yeah.
bigger opponents. Always try to like break down too quick. But I'd say now, I'd say I had to be like a stiff arm or I'm gonna hit you with a little juke move.
Yeah.
I'd say toward one of those two. But it's always different. It's like especially with the spin move, it just happened by itself. I never controlled where I was like it just happened.
Just whatever comes naturally to you on the
Yeah,
field, like sixth sense, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, so I mean, obviously all of those are, definitely you got the stiff arm, you got the spin move. One thing I would say, if you were asking me, I would say is the fact that you got some top tier hands, dude. You can straight out catch the ball, and that's not necessarily a running back skill, but that's a skill that's great for running backs. You want to maybe talk about how you developed as a receiver, how you got to be have such good hands and whatnot.
Uh, I think I didn't originally start playing football till like fifth grade.
Mhm.
So it was always like just like I like back of the school, like at recess playing football, and then that's why I really started to like it. So when I started playing, like I never like really caught the ball. It was just like me running. And then when like freshman, sophomore, it's like hit, it was just like Nebraska Elite hit, and it was just like me catching the ball, like okay, one hand, like, and then it was our first season Nebraska Elite, and I caught like a little one hand, like on the side,
Mm.
and at that point it was just like, oh, he got hands,
Yeah.
and then I just kept catching. I don't know, I mean, my hands are big, so it's just easy to like grasp the ball. So uh,
Yeah,
I can't explain it. I was born with the talent.
yeah, man. Yeah, because you guys had a 1,000 yard receiver, another receiver with nearly 1,000. You still managed to get you didn't get a whole lot of receiving targets, but when you did, you did everything you could with them. I think you had like nearly 200 receiving
Yeah,
yards on top of your rushing yardage. So yeah, that's one thing I would say like helps you stand out, compared to other running backs. So kind of shifting over to recruiting, how has that been like for you? What's the recruiting end been looking like?
it's been good. Um, I got like mostly like NAI, and then like a few D2 schools looking
Mhm.
at me. Like it's pretty much like me going up there and like just visiting. I went to Morningside like a week back, and I really like it up there.
Yeah,
And then I got to go up to Hastings next week and just like see around there.
yeah,
Hoping that I'm waiting for the Augustana coach to come down to West so I could talk to him. And then pretty much it's been like D2 and the NIA. So I mean it's been going good. Like coach hit me up, so I'm just blessed that I have the opportunity and the assets that they're looking at for me.
yeah, definitely. So, what I have here is you have offers from you got offer from Morningside, Doane, and then Hastings College as well.
Yeah.
Have you? You said you visited Morningside. You got one at Hastings College. Have you visited Doane?
Nah, I'm supposed to go there next week. I was supposed to go there last week, but we ended up leaving for Cancun. So
Okay.
go up there next week and probably just check it out, see how it is, and see if I like it up there.
And then are they all looking at you at like running back, or are they thinking about maybe moving you, maybe slot receiver or some different? You got unique skill set, so
Yeah, they pretty much want me to do both. Doan wants me to do both. Morningside wants me to do both, be more like elusive back.
hmm
And Hastings, yeah, they want me to do both. So it's just they pretty much just want me to get on the field, and I like that. I like it. Anytime I get on the field, that's what I want to do.
yeah,
So it's me playing receiver and then possibly playing running back too.
just like an all-purpose back kind of title. Sweet. So if I was a coach, and I was looking at you, looking at your tape, and I asked you, Gio, why do I need you on my team? Why should I extend this offer to you? What would be your answer to that?
I'd say, I mean, that's a hard question. That's definitely um. I'd probably start off with like just like my leadership as it's grown, and then just going to something new and just being what I can be for the team, and especially me being able to run the ball and catch the ball. I think I can. I'm just an asset on both sides of the field, so I think I can most likely be a benefit for the receiving and the running. So I think that's probably what I would start off with. That's definitely a hard question to
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, yeah, I mean, from what it looks like, I think any school you go to, you'll probably play with the former T-Bird, huh? Then you got
Um,
like Luke up at Morningside. You got a
yeah,
couple players out at Hastings College, and I'm sure other schools wherever you go, there's probably gonna be a T-Bird there somewhere. So,
yeah.
I guess like kind of going into looking forward, what do you, you guys had a pretty young team, a lot of young pieces at key positions. Uh, what does the future look like for Thunderbird? Now that, you guys are gone, what does that look like for them?
I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be straight if everybody just stays healthy, and then hopefully they get bigger. We just get stronger and stronger. I think they'll be all right. I think our receivers are still amazing. Most of our team was young, so they really just lost. The offense really only lost me. So I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be good.
Yeah. So
I think
then,
they'll
sorry, what was that?
I think they'll fight it out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think so. They got, like I said, great guys at key positions, a lot of young players, got some varsity experience this year. So yeah, I think they'll be all right. They got a pretty good guy leading the team too. So that helps a lot. Um, so do you have any words for, the young guys? You guys have a storied tradition or history at Bellevue West. You carried that on yourself. What do you have to say to those guys following you?
Um, I'd say just don't stress so much about the little things that you can't control, and especially with fighting through adversity and fighting through trying to play, and just be that guy for the team. Just work. That's all you can do is work hard. Don't get upset if you're not playing. Don't get upset and don't try to transfer. Just stick it out, and you'll get that shine. You're gonna get that playing time that you think you deserve, and one day it's gonna come true. And pretty much you gonna be out there. You're gonna be grinding. You're gonna have a good time, and that's what football's like. That's what football's all about. Is just having fun and being there with it's like a family. So just don't get discouraged. Don't trip about the little things that you can't control. Just focus on the things you can control.
Perfect. Perfect. Well said, man. So then I guess just the last thing here I got for you. One thing I do is I give uh my guests time to, thank the people that have helped them along the way, whether it be coaches, teammates, parents, all that kind of stuff, just because we don't always necessarily take the time to do so in our daily lives. So, if this is your opportunity to, thank those people that have helped you get this far.
I definitely got to thank my parents. They've got me here through most. I'd say my grandparents too, and then my old trainer, Joe Pro. He definitely got me through a lot of things. Definitely got my Twitch. He's definitely provided all of my juke moves.
Yeah.
Coach Arif, he's definitely been a big asset in my life. He was in Nebraska Elite, and he just helped me through everything I could possibly could imagine. But Huffman too. He put the team on my back and told me to lead. And I'd say I'm grateful for all of them, but definitely my parents. My parents, they helped me so much with all the traveling, all the money they put into camps, all the money they put into getting me cleats or clothes, or I thank them for everything. They're my heart, they're my soul.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah. Like I said, just always like to take time to do so, just because, we may not always get to do so. So, you mentioned I guess I'm done so for now, but I guess I do have a couple more questions. You mentioned you like Ohio State. Um, are they taking it? Are they winning it? Are they beating Georgia?
I don't know. After we lost to Michigan, it was just rough. I don't know. I hope so. That's always the hope. I hope so. So I think if they ball out and they can stop their offense, I think we have a chance. But if they can't stop their offense, then it's wraps.
So then, what would you say is your more likely championship final, and who do you think's gonna win it?
I'd say Georgia and Michigan.
Georgia, Michigan.
Yeah.
Who you got there? You got Michigan. You sticking with the Big Ten or the rival, or are you saying nah?
SEC different there. That's a different breed.
Yeah,
I think Georgia will win it again.
Yeah, I think so too. They're just so tough, man. Up front, Brock Bowers. I don't know what he is, dude. He's different, man. That tight end, they're just nasty. But hey, man, you never know. CJ Stroud, he's an all elite talent. So it could be, could be.
Yeah.
All right, man. So that's all I got. I don't have anything else for you in terms of questions. If you have anything for me, any questions for me?
Nah.
No, all right, man. Well, I appreciate your time, dude. I thank you for coming on and sharing your story a little bit. Happy holidays. Hope you have good holidays and stay warm and all that kind of stuff. So
Yep, same to you.
yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Stencil. One move I can rearrange your mental. I am so unstable. Look what I got into. They can't write my fable. I know who you